let me ask you this question, sir. That once you went for this training of War of Liberation or the Freedom War of Freedom, of which you were a member, and you were trained by RAW inside India. Once you went there, what sort of experiences did you face back then in this regard, sir? How was the behavior of your trainers with you? What did you observe and what did you notice and what did you learn during your training at these camps established and run by RAW in India before 1971, sir?
So then I cannot continue this how looted India, that one. That is later.
We'll come back to that, sir. We'll come back to that.
All right. Yes, that's good. This is a good question you have asked me. So we had 6 barracks, all students, and it's batch around 50 to 70 students were being trained.
Okay.
And fortunately, at that time, I did a good job for our people, for our trainers, because none of them they used to speak in Hindi or in English.
Okay.
And as our students, they did know some English, but not full English, but better English. So we didn't know even a single word in Hindi.
Okay.
So I used to work as a translator or interpreter. Speak in English, I could translate it in Bengali. Okay. For that reason, I was very closer to there was only 4 trainers was there. One of them was Bengali.
Okay.
They didn't disclose their full name. They are known to us as KC, CS, BM, this type of. BM, okay. It is for he wrote me letters later. He was the director of my drama Actor Director. It was directed by this Mr. Bengali trainer. His name was BM. But then after liberation, during liberation, the training, he took my book to the drama to this higher authority, and I narrated it earlier also. This guy. And he told me, don't you have come for training, take the training and go to your country. Don't argue why these 2 sentences are related. Okay. But I was not convinced to him. Then he said, don't, please, it will make a problem for you. If you argue with them, you do not know it's a military cantonment. At that time, I didn't understand what is the system of army people. I didn't know. So I was, then he told me, please don't talk on this issue. You just state it, what is there is good. Don't argue anymore.
Okay.
And don't.
So were there people who would argue, sir? Were there people who would argue?
No. He was a trainer and he was a Bengali speaking person.
Yes.
He directed the drama.
He told. Sir. The trainees, sir, I'm talking about the trainees. Did they argue, any of them, sir? Or they obeyed the trainers blindly?
No. All of us obeyed them, these people. We never argued with them. And when I especially my drama, I argued. He told me, Abiden, you did a good job for your country, this drama. But please, they deleted these 2 sentences. They will not make it as before. They will never accept it to be staged. So for that reason, I agreed to. That one thing. We didn't understand what another, there is one Ohamiya that is from Assam. A trainer was there from Assam. He's a real thin person. He was very good. And he used to give us practical training, how much, whatever we learned from indoor training, lectures, writing, and he took our real test in the field, how many bullets was in correct position. He was also very close to me.
Okay.
Then one day, out of I don't know why, out of conversation talking to him, he told me, Abiden, you do not know what you are doing now. You do not know what you are doing. That he mentioned, I now feel, he warned us that this liberation war would not go.
He warned you. He warned you.
He just warned me.
Because he was your friend.
But I was not in my age was only 20 years old at that time. I didn't deeply think what it indicated. This was a
Yes.
blunder for me. Still, what I could do? I could do nothing,
Yes.
as because even some pro-Chinese students were taken away from their barracks at night, and 5 or 6 students. They are from belonging to pro-Chinese student union, this name is student union, but it belonged. It was two groups. One is pro-Chinese, one is pro-Moscow. Peking pro Moscow and pro Peking. Those are pro Peking students, South Union. 5 or 6 was taken away at night. We only at night when we were just sleeping, we heard their shouting. They are shouting and they are crying, but we did not know what happened. And we are not allowed to visit other barracks also. So I do not know what actually happened, but I learned
So
it
they were.
later.
Did you hear the firing, sir? Did you heard you
No,
heard
just
shots?
they are taken away from their barracks. They are not killed instantly. And then later we came to know that
Later on, what happened, sir?
we learned that they were taken away from their 5 or 6 were taken from their barracks, and they never came back. They never came back.
You never heard from them, sir, later on in life?
No, no, no. We did. I did not. As we are not allowed to visit other barracks. Understand? So we are just actually we are inside our barracks. We get training inside, and there's practical training outside. Yes. You
One
want to ask me?
question, sir. Yeah, one question, sir. One question.
Yes.
Sir, you mentioned in your book that as soon as you enter those camps, you understood that the Indians didn't consider you as equals. You were treated as agents, and agents have to do a job. And in your narration right now, you've just actually told us the way you were being treated. Of course, I mean, even if you're in military training, this kind of behavior is not maintained. Me being a military man myself, having served, know that the way you were saying you were being treated, that was like a prisoner or like of a agent training as well, intelligence training maybe. But at the
No,
same
no, no,
time,
sir. I want
you
to say
wrote in your
something.
book, sir. Question, sir. I'll just finish the question. Question is, you wrote this particular thing that they didn't treat us as equal but as agents. What did you mean by that, sir?
No, no. I think the person they had not believed on us. They might have think some of us might be agents, so they never trust on us. They didn't. I feel it now. They didn't believe us. One thing I can tell you at this moment regarding this, how I could understand. And from my little student life, I had one thing was simply very nice to me. If I see a hill and a river along that hip, and beside it, and this hill, closing this hill, there is one river, water flows. That was my favorite thing, still today. River and hill or mountain, I like it very much.
Nature
Still today.
lover. Nature lover. Yeah.
So when there's a training inside a jungle, it's a huge jungle. It is this Haflong India. It has Haflong India. It was under Assam. Now it is, I think it is Meghalaya or Assam. Still Assam it is Haflong. That was a part of, I think, high hill. That is a part of mountain, that is Himalaya, so high. So I used to sit when I was get training. There's one trainer, this Ohamiya person, and others also. I didn't see them, but I used to, when I used to get time, others he was taking the test of other people how to make explosive or explosive he did inside the home, in the house, sorry, in the room barrack. But when take the test explosive, how to just cut a or fall down a tree on the road, this type of things. detonator, like one detonator, something, detonated something. Then at that time, I have got laser. Nothing. I have done my duty, my job. They tested my training. They tested my training, how much I can do it or not. At that point, I could free time that I used to go to sit just closing to that river. It is totally hilly area and jungle area. I did it very frequently. When I get time, I used to go there, sit and beside that river.
So did you take active? Did you take? Okay, sir. Let's finish this. Please carry on.
Then one day, this trainer, the person, he told me, Abiden, why you go there and what do you do there? Like, where? He told me this near this river and we are here, but you go alone there. Why? I told you I like to see the scenery. It's very nice. I feel it. I feel it's enjoyable to me. Then he told you, see, understand, but you should not go there. I go, why? I am from my boy student life. I am very just something a brave person. Very from the beginning of my life.
Independent.
Yes, independent. I asked him why I should not go there. I like this to see, because I have nothing to do here. I have done every my duty, tested me. So it is off time. I can go there and see the sceneries around the house. Of this water comes from high level to lower level. It is stream. He said, you should not go there. You will face danger. If you go there, you will face danger. And it may cause your life also. What do you say? What is that? I am closing you. It is only 200 years from you, very close to you. Why? No. Some person of us see you. So you have under surveillance. Don't go there. Now I understand. They didn't have belief on me as because I am a person who wrote this drama. I am not just a normal student or common student. I am something extraordinary according to them. They thought that I am an agent of something and I am giving something to other people by using some devices. At that time, we didn't have any idea of these things. There is no cell phone also, you know, better in 1971. Still, they told me, don't go there. You don't go there. You will face problem. Now I understand. I was under their surveillance. They used to treat me that I am working from some other country or I am working for Pakistani agent, I may be. For that reason, yes, sir.